All right, ladies and gentlemen, earlier in America Talks Live, my show, which airs at noon Eastern Time every day, Garry Kasparov joined us, chairman of the Human Rights Foundation, author of Winter is Coming, and he's a foe of Vladimir Putin. And we talked a lot about Donald Trump, and Donald Trump saying, hey, I like Putin, but I don't like the form of government. Here's how he responded.
First of all, he says, I don't like the system. It's not enough. It's not about liking or not. You may not like parliamentary democracy, just spreading functions between president and parliament. The American president, or to be president, a candidate from a major party, must reject unequivocally a dictatorship. And the way he presented his opinion on Putin is, it's not praising Putin as a strong leader, because dictator is a strong man, is a strong leader by definition.
By definition.
Yeah. So it sounds like praising the methods of destroying democracy, jailing political activists, destroying free media, invading neighboring countries, ignoring and violating international law. Unfortunately, Donald Trump's record, just offers no confidence that if he's elected, he will find the right language and so the right mechanism of opposing Putin's aggression.
So when he says it all, it sounds bad. But you don't for a minute, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'll ask it this way, you don't for a minute think that he would then embrace everything you just described that Putin does?
I think American democracy is strong enough to survive even Donald Trump as a president. But right now we're talking about foreign policy. And again, there are many other statements from Donald Trump that made me feel very uncomfortable. For instance, the way he dealt with Crimea, or he said he would deal with Crimea. The way he presents it, it seems to me that for him, Crimea and annexation of Crimea is just a hostile takeover of a lucrative piece of real estate. The way he wants to cooperate with Putin in Syria. By the way, following the wrong Obama's footsteps. So I don't hear a strong language typical for a Republican presidential nominee.
Well, there's nothing typical about him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The world is not, it was not a safe place in 2008, but it's much less safe today than when George W. left the office. And we need to restore American leadership, and we need just to look for the right moves to be made on this geopolitical board. And neither candidate.
But is Hillary? So is Hillary that answer in your mind?
Unfortunately, we're here to choose for a lesser evil. So my 9-year-old daughter, just following his debate, she said Hillary is a bomb. Unfortunately, Donald is a nuke. So it's not just one statement. It's not what he said at the recent debates, but it's an image, and also backed by the philosophy of making a deal. So I don't see Trump as somebody who will stand his ground as a leader of the free world, defending the values the way Harry Truman or Ronald Reagan did.
Okay, so your daughter's assessment, she's saying, I don't know if she was saying Hillary's the better of the two choices, but you are. Could you take the bum over the nuke, N-U-K-E? You take the bum over the nuke?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think it's, by the way, for me, the most important result of these elections, even before the end of this, is that both parties must be disqualified for offering us such a horrible choice.
Okay, but you sir, are savvy, and you know the value of national security. You know how easily they hacked probably Hillary, and Iran hacked Hillary, and China hacked Hillary, and how cavalier she was, and how she's lied about the servers and this, and covered up and destroyed emails. Is she going to be beneficial to national security?
She's, in my view, she's the second worst presidential candidate in the history of this country.
But
she's lucky. She's running against Donald Trump. Just don't make me feel bad by defending Hillary and her record. Yeah, and I really feel bad that having so many candidates that you ended up with only one that that looks worse than Hillary in this respect.
All right, Garry Kasparov, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, the book is Winter is Coming. It's a very chilling account of where we may be all